dollar pepper here. I'm just showing you our garden today. So right over here is our cucumbers. We actually picked 2 cucumbers on yesterday, I think. I don't even know, my days are running together. So these are our cucumbers, and they're actually starting to finally really crawl up. And then if you come over here, that is a plant that my grandmother planted. I have no idea what it is, but it should be pretty. Okay, the ones in the front right here, these are all peppers, bell peppers. I think they're red, and then also some green, depending on when you want to pick them. And we got some, go out. We have some growing very nicely, and then over here. Now in the back, these are butternut squash that are growing, and they're climbing up. And let's see if you can see one of the butternuts. There it is, that's the baby. And so they're gonna get nice and big and delicious. So that's these 2 plants right here and right here. And then moving over a little bit, these are our hot and spicy peppers. And they're going to turn nice and red. And then these are zucchinis. And actually right in there, that's a zucchini that we have to pick. So yeah, we have about 6 zucchini plants, I think. And 4 butternuts, I believe. In the front over here, we have tomatoes. We have lots of tomatoes this year. And then in the back, between the tomatoes, right over here, that's more zucchini. In front of the tomatoes, in this bucket, those are beets. And those are coming in quite good. And the beet lettuce, on the lettuce heads, are so good. The greens, they're so good. Okay, we're gonna pan over here. And in this is my garbage bucket. We have turnips growing, and these should be ready by the end of, fall. So we're gonna have nice big roots. In the hydroponic buckets right here, we have eggplants. And it's really hot out, so they're kind of droopy. You can see some eggplants growing. And then we have a hydroponic tower with kale and lettuce. So there's the kale, and there's some lettuce. We've eaten most of it, and in another video I showed you how to powder the kale. So back to here, in this bucket is zucchinis. And in fact, you can see some of them. They're growing. Very tasty. Yum. More tomatoes. And they're turning nice and red. So those are going to be ready in a day or 2.
Are you picking that zucchini?
I'll pick it in a little bit.
Did you show it?
Yeah. Okay, now this tomato plant right here, these are sun sugar tomatoes. They're like little cherry tomatoes. They're so good. They're so sweet. It's like candy. And this is basil. It's growing quite tasty. I just made some pesto. This is an eggplant plant. Okay, this is an eggplant plant. We have 4 of these in the front over here. And there's 2 more, but they're being hidden by zucchini plants. Those zucchinis have taken over. And those are all zucchinis with the big flowers. And then in this bucket is a butternut squash, and I'm going to see if I can show you. We have a butternut squash that is really big. There it is. I cannot wait And we have another one growing right there. Let's see, there it is. So I cannot wait for those. Okay. So we have another bucket with zucchini, and we actually have one beet. You can see the beet leaves, and then more zucchini. So more zucchini, another butternut squash in the back over here. Right there. We have 3 more buckets of the sun sugar tomatoes. You want them nice and orange and delicious. And we actually have another pepper plant, but it's for the orange peppers. And you can see there's one ready right now. And we're actually going to be using that one today. And there's a video on Cuban red beans, and we're going to use that in our red beans today. Those right there are sunflowers, so those are going to come up and they're going to be pretty. These are parsnips. We didn't do too many, we were just trying them out, so they should be ready at the end of fall. Pan more, and this is another pepper plant. More kale, more sunflowers. We have more beets over here, and in the buckets, more kale. There are more beets, and that's cilantro. So let's see, we're going to try to get nice and close to the beets so you can see the heads right there. See? So those should be ready soon. Trying to make them nice and big. And then this is just the wide. This is the wide version of our garden, so you can see all that we have. Buckets, and I mean it's a small space, but we use up as much room as we possibly can, as smartly as we can. And then this is our clematis, and my mom and I actually built this trellis this summer, or this past spring, so that the clematis can kind of grow nice and tall, and I think it likes it. And oh yeah, for next year we're gonna do 2 or 3 more of those, and they're gonna go all the way across. This way our butternut squashes and different like climbing plants can climb up and have tons of room. Can you imagine something that tall full of butternut squash? Delicious. Alright YouTube, I just wanted to show you my garden, and yeah, just we use what we plant. Oh yeah, and then over here I did some plants. These are from the seeds, and the flowers are coming in. Those are Medusa hot peppers. And those are carrots. Alright, that's my garden, and I hope you enjoyed. If you see something and you have any thoughts, leave me a comment. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you later.